Gethin Jenkins, is among Wales's greatest and most decorated players of all time with a rugby CV to match the best. His glittering career which has brought him 3 with Grand Slams, a record 129 Wales caps and 3 Lions tours. But the 37-year-old, who is also among an elite group of 10 Welshmen to have lifted the European Cup since the tournament began 22 years ago, addressed the media ahead of Cardiff Blues' European Challenge Cup semi-final with French club Pau at the Arms Park on Saturday. Jenkins and scrum half great Rob Howley have done something which eluded some stellar names in the game including Jan Evans, Richard Webster, Alan Bateman, Toulouse's Gareth Thomas and Lee Halfpenny. For the former Wales captains have each lifted both European club trophies. Howley picked up the second-tier Challenge Cup with Warren Gatland bossed Wasps in 2003 before scoring the winning try in the following year's Heineken when he pounced on Toulouse fullback Clement Poitras' error at Twickenham. Gethin Jenkins celebrates Wales's 2015 World Cup victory over England at Twickenham. Image, Hugh Evans Picture Agency. Jenkins went the same European route, being Cardiff Blues stand-in skipper for the injured Paul Tito when they produced a stunning upset to beat star-studded hot favourites Toulon in front of a crowd of 48,990 at Marseille Stade Velodrome in May 2010. 3 years later, Jenkins came off the bench after an hour as Toulon's All-Stars pipped former Lions and Wales fullback Lee Burns' Clermont Auvergne 16-15 in Dublin. But Jenkins' European journey started nearly 17 years ago, in October 2001, as Pontypridd beat Italian club Rugby Parma 31-10 at Sardis Road in the Challenge Cup. It was a week before his 21st birthday and, by the time, Ponty lost 25-22 to Sale Sharks in the final at Oxford's Kassam Stadium, the boy from Beto had already established himself as a first-teamer and star in the making. There was a memorable 17-15 victory at Saracens in the quarter-finals and an epic 33-27 semi-triumph over a star-studded London Irish in Oxford. Gethin Jenkins playing for Pontypridd in 2002 when Welsh rugby went regional in 2003. Jenkins signed for Celtic Warriors and during their single season before being wound up they became the only team to beat Gatland and Howley's eventual champions Wasps in that campaign's Heineken Cup with an astonishing backs-to-the-wall 14-9 triumph at High Wycombe's Adams Park built on guts, Valley's grit and the never-say-die attitude. Jenkins was snapped up by Cardiff Blues, and there was a Heineken Cup quarter-final loss at Toulouse in 2008. They went out at the semi-final stage the following year during a sudden death extra-time penalty shootout with Leicester Tigers following a 26-26 draw in Cardiff. The Blues were parachuted into the quarter-finals of the 2009-10 Challenge Cup after being eliminated at the pool stage of the Heineken by Toulouse. They won handsomely at Newcastle Falcons before digging deep to succeed 18-15 Wasps to book the final against a Toulon team containing Johnny Wilkinson, Sonny Bill Williams and Juan Fernandez Lob. So there's plenty of memories for Jenkins to choose from, but his response was immediate when asked for his favorite. Cardiff Blues celebrate their win against Toulon, definitely beating Toulon with the Blues out there, he said. Everything was stacked against us, the crowd, and they had a star-studded team. We probably weren't expected to win, but we delivered on that day. That's probably my greatest experience because I led the side out as well. It was a bit different with Toulon, against Clermont, with the team we had and the strength of it. We expected to win those games because we were playing such good rugby. Jenkins' European adventures continue when his Blues face a Pau team that could include New Zealand's twice World Cup winners Conrad Smith and Colin Slade, and breakdown specialist Stephen Armitage. Conrad Smith left, and Pau teammate Colin Slade and Jenkins isn't taking anything for granted, saying, "With the Blues, we know we have got to perform at our best and implement our game plan as best we can to get those victories. That's not taking anything away from us. We've grafted and worked as hard as we can to get to this stage, and it's something that we don't want to let go easily." I know it's a cliché, but when you come off that field having given everything and got that win, there's no better feeling. This weekend will be no different. As a group, we've built over the last 2 or 3 years to get to where we are now. We know each other inside out and are working hard for each other. It's probably a little bit different to usual because we are home, at the Arms Park, and I've never played a home semi-final there before. Pau have got a lot of experience in their squad. We are aware of how well they've been doing in the French League and some of the performances they've been putting in. Stephen Armitage on the charge. They've got quality throughout with ex-All Blacks and Armitage, who is a key player for them, and some old forwards, who have been around as well, making for a strong pack. We've been watching a lot of their games and know they are a quality side, so we're going to have to be on top form to get the win. There's always pressure every time you take the field. The way we've been playing, we've been going out to enjoy our rugby, and that will continue. I don't think anything will change there. We got a lot of players who are playing with confidence at the moment. I have been involved in big occasions for club and country. It's always the same, you tend to forget the build-up, the result is everything. And you can be assured Welsh Rugby's G-Force will be leading from the front come kick-off at 1 p.m. on Saturday.